All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
We the brothers from the GMS Atlanta Church, back with another lesson in transit. You know, Lord willing to be edifying. Before we get started on the lesson, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakah.
We want to give double honors to our elders and apostles at GMS who continue to teach and rule well, and peace and safety to the occupant across the four corners of the earth that are pushing out this truth and sincerity. All right. So, you know, basically we're going to hit a quick in-transit lesson, you know, on our way to camp. Lord willing, you know, be edifying to a hopeful elect member or two, you know, and we're just going to get into, man, a following the Spirit, man. You know, as we move about around here in Babylon, man, you know, we're going to get certain, you know, gut feelings, man, and that's the Spirit speaking to us, man. So it's very important to follow your gut, man. All right, because if you go anything contrary to it, it could lead to your demise. Okay, you know, don't take it as if, you know, the Most High or Yahweh and Yahushua is not dealing with you spiritually because you just have a hunch. Hey, that hunch could very well be the Spirit, man, that's harping on you. All right, it could be a feeling, or it could be a voice that tells you, hey, man, don't do this or don't do that. Or, you know, it could be, you know, if you're dealing with a woman, all right, it could be certain red flags that the Most High is showing you that you don't need to ignore, man, that you might want to get the hell away from that woman, okay? Or you might want to get the hell away from that job, all right? So follow your gut, man, and we're going to get into that word intuition, okay? Because, you know, the world only believes intuition works through a woman. You know, they say woman's intuition. No, man, we all have a spiritual connection, you know, to the Most High. It's just, you know, about how you tap into it. All right. So we're going to get the word intuition on the online etymology, and we're going to hit a couple of scriptures, you know. If you have something to add, bro, go ahead.
Yeah, because basically your intuition is basically like a spiritual perception. Mm-hmm. You know, when the scriptures say the renewing of your mind, which is your la'ab, it's talking about your inward part right here, which is your spirit, you know.
That's right.
That's basically what it is. So when you follow your inward gut, that's just your spirit saying, man, this ain't right. Mm-hmm. Or in this situation, man, something ain't right. Yep. This woman ain't right. Mm-hmm. This job ain't right. Yep. This environment that I'm around ain't right. Something's up, you know? That's right. You should follow that quote unquote voice speaking to you and get the hell on, you know?
Yeah. And another thing too, you know, you gotta have a certain level of spiritual discernment too. Hey, because it could just be a demon. You know, you got a demon on you that's trying to get you to go off, but you like, oh, I got a gut feeling about it. No, bro, you got demons on you. All right. So a certain level of discernment is necessary too. You know, when following that intuition. Go ahead.
This is the word to intuition. It says insight, direct, or imitate, immediate, the water. Congestion, like cognition,
yeah, cognizant, like your mind,
spiritual perception,
yep,
and that's pretty much it.
That's the online etymology.
And it says consideration.
Yep, consideration, considering all things. That's why I said, you know, having discernment, you got to consider, you know, whether it's the Lord speaking to you or you got demons on you. All right, you know, if you ever watching the TV show and, you know, the little devil pop up on this shoulder, you got the angel over here telling you, you know, the right thing, and you got the devil over here, which you got to have a level of discernment to decipher, you know, whether it's a spirit or that demon speaking to you, man.
And basically what we're about to get into, that's basically you choosing life or death. Yep. Are you about to be carnally minded, or are you about to be spiritually minded?
That's right.
Are you about to be of this world, or you about to be holy in righteousness? Yep. You know, that's just what all this is all about, man.
Yep. Because you know, that spiritual or that intuition may be wanting you to do the right thing, but it may necessarily not be what you want to do, because it's not pleasing to your flesh. You know, we're in these vessels, and we're speaking as men, because I'm gonna put it like this. You know, the Spirit has you going towards righteousness, but we're so used to doing wickedness, man, because we've been in this society which teaches you contrary to the scriptures. So, you know, your first initial reaction may be to go towards that carnal feeling, you know, because it feels good. All right, and what you do in the spirit may necessarily not, you know, feel good to you, or it may not be beneficial to you, but it's gonna be best for you in the long run. Okay. Matter of fact, just get a simple Google search of the word intuition. And see what they'll say.
I got you, bro.
Because, like we're saying, man, tap into that spirit. All right, fight those fleshly wants, man. Go ahead.
All right, this is a Google search on intuition. It says the ability to understand something immediately.
Immediately. Hey, certain level of discernment. Hey, don't make this right here. You know, it's guys down the block, you know, hanging at the gas station. You know, you're a goddamn a quarter tank away, or you're a mile away from E. All right, and the spirit tell you not to go right, man.
Yep.
You don't listen to it. You go right anyway. The next thing you know, your ass on the Fox 5 News, man. When you should have just followed the spirit. All right.
Then it says, without the need of conscious reasoning.
Yeah. So not even, you know, you don't even have to think about it. It's just you get that gut feeling, man. You go with it, and it always pays off, man. I can speak from experience. You know, when I've always went with my gut, you know, majority of the time I'm right.
And it had a simile word. It says instant, and I looked that word up.
The word instant or instinct.
Instant, like your gut, like it's your instincts to recognize something. Then it says a natural or intensive way of acting or thinking.
That's right.
So you have an instant of something going on, something happening, you know, without reasoning. Like, man, something's up, man. Like, oh hell no, I gotta go.
That's right.
You know. But that's all I have right there.
We get into the scriptures.
Yep. This is Romans 8 and verse 4, that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us who walk not after the flesh, but after the spirit.
That's right.
Verse 5, for they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh.
Yeah, and that's Salakia. Most of our people, they're outside of this circle. All right, so they're not practicing righteousness. So their natural tendencies are to lead towards carnality, all right, or what's gonna feel good to them. They don't want to be, you know, discomforted, all right, because they want their flesh to be fulfilled or pleased. You know, they don't want to do anything outside of that. And following the spirit may have you do something that, you know, particularly you're not comfortable with.
And the scriptures do say, raise up ye women that are at ease, you know? Yeah, because what? The scripture talks about us being those women to what? To how about Shem Yahushua, right?
That's right.
So just applying that, we ain't supposed to be comfortable with this place, kicking our feet up, drinking and just going off, being comfortable with this place, you know? And it means to you women too, you know? Nobody that has a righteous mindset should be comfortable in this place. Because this place is just filled with carnality. You know, the flesh, things of the world, you know.
Yeah.
If you read 1 John, it says, be not of the world.
That's right.
You know, if you're not of the world, which you're just separating yourself from the world, which means you're trying to be holy. You're trying to practice the righteous acts, you know. That's all, that's it. And then you want me to continue, bro?
Okay.
Romans 8 and 5, for they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace.
Yeah, to be carnally minded is death, man. That goes back to not following that intuition or that spiritual perception that the Lord is dealing with you, you know, on a spiritual level. You got to tap into that. All right, that's going to give you life. But if you always resort to carnality, you know, pleasing your flesh, you know, those are the ways of death, or the ways that lead to death. Okay. Now, me and the brother, we were speaking last night after we did our live stream, and you know, we was just chopping it up through the spirit, and you know, those red flags are always there, man. Nothing really happens out of the blue. You know, you can see it coming. You know, we'll use the woman for example. Okay, if you got you have an instinct or your intuition kicks in and tell you, hey, this woman, you know, may be dealing wickedly behind your back, you know, you may have seen the signs and ignored it, man. That's not following, you know, your intuition or following the spirit. You know, you ignoring things, you know, and next thing you know, you got a situation on your hand that you could have totally avoided, you know, had you just followed the spirit, man. All right. So that's why having that certain level of discernment, you know, is important too. And, you know, we go through these situations, you know, so that we can judge the earth, man, in righteousness, right? If you, the brother brought this analogy out last night, you know, judges let cases build up, man, all right? Or the DA or the prosecutors, you know, they build a case against you, right? And then once they have enough evidence, they indict your ass, all right? Now it's time to bring up the charges and you know, go through them. Like we're doing on this devil, man. Esau's rap sheet is long as hell, man.
Yep.
And he's gonna have to pay for it, man. That's why, you know, when we see Edomites, you know, on our day-to-day, you know, we don't just walk up and just start cursing them out. That would be leading to carnality, okay? That's being of the flesh. You know, we be, the scriptures tell you, you know, if possible, be at peace with all men, you know, roughly paraphrasing.
And be wise as a serpent.
That's right. And harmless as a dove.
Yep.
And that's, you know, following the spirit, man, and not following the flesh. You had anything to add, bro? Or was it a little bit more than that on Romans?
But I guess I'll go to verse 9. It says, but ye are not in the flesh, but in the spirit. If so be that the spirit of the Most High dwell in you. Yeah. And that's, you know, we have to be an example, you know, and we always hit on the point that when you're walking, you know, you're being that light bearer, you know, that these people see that sit upon the hill, you know, they always, hey man, it's something about you, you know, they can't quite put their finger on it because you walking in the spirit, all right? Yep. Yeah, and like the brother said, you know, the scripture, well, the brother and the scriptures say, you know, that we're what? Spiritually kings, man. We're spiritually judges, priests, you know. All these red flags that we see Esau doing or a carnal woman doing, just in any situation, we basically, considering, pondering, meditating, okay, something ain't right. This happened, that happened, and this happened. Now it's time for me to make the final call, man. Time to slam the hammer, you know?
That's right. And at that point, hey, your ass convicted, man.
Yep.
Because we not building up no falsified case like this devil is doing on us. You know, where he has to totally just bring up, you know, false accusations against us. You know, when we judge these people, because the scriptures tell you that he that is spiritual judge of all things. You know, and these people love to say only God can judge them. You know, because they don't know the scriptures. You can judge in righteousness, man. And judging just means, you know, having discernment or having an opinion, a righteous opinion about something, man. All right? So when we bring the gavel down, man, hey, you're going to be convicted, all right? Because, you know, we're not bringing up any thing that we just feel like, you know, just fucking with these people because we know the scriptures. No, we're not doing that. We going off thus saith the Lord, man. Thus saith these scriptures that these people claim that they believe in. All right?
Yep.
So if you ain't have anything else, bro, we can close out. You know,
beautifully put, man. Your pop.
You know, me and the brother, we was meditating on doing this lesson last night. Like I said, you know, we just wanted to put it on wax. You know, Lord willing, it was edifying. And Shalakia, you know, if we rambled a little bit, or didn't pull enough precepts, you know, but it was just, you know, through the spirit. All right. So again, double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, and giving all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Shalom.
I got you. Hit this.